Greetings everyone and welcome to today's global virtual seminar on Ultimate Questions, the religious search and expression for what it means to truly be human. Throughout early human history until today, the role of religion has served the purpose of answering ultimate questions for devout adherents. The human quest for meaning and purpose has given rise to various forms of art, architecture, and culture. The Ise Grand Shrine is one such example of this quest. Through its architectural, historical, and artistic characteristics, the Ise Grand Shrine, located in the Mie Prefecture of Japan, uncovers answers surrounding Shintoism's response to ultimate questions. It is evident that this cultural artifact aids adherents in the search to understanding the question of origins and purpose through its reflection of Shinto teachings. Past efforts to comprehend different characteristics of world religions has given rise to many diverse categories which are unique to defining aspects of religion. One such effort was made by writer and theologian Nguyen Smart. Smart proposed that religion could be separated into 7 distinct dimensions in his book, Dimensions of the Sacred. The 7 dimensions are ritual, narrative, emotional, social, ethical, doctrinal, and finally, material. The material dimension relates greatly to the Ise Shrine, because it is the physical aspect of religion, with places of sacred significance of faith and worship. It is defined as ordinary objects or places that symbolize or manifest the sacred or supernatural. The Ise Shrine is a place of worship for many adherents, and is the thesis of the material dimension for Shintoism. Nevertheless, the material dimension is additionally inclusive to pieces of artwork, which also reflects the many beliefs of Shintoism. The significance of the Ise Grand Shrine has an irrefutable sanctity for the beliefs of Shinto adherents. The history of the shrine demonstrates its importance to Shintoism due to it being constructed in honor of the Shinto gods, aka Kami. It was first commissioned to be built by the first Mikado to rule over United Japan, who was Emperor Temu. Emperor Temu had originally erected Ise as the primary sacred shrine of Imperial Japan. However, the site itself was already considered sacred by many, due to the cryptomeria trees that grew in the area. In addition, the first known instance of the shrine being ceremoniously rebuilt was by Empress Jito in 1692 CE. This ceremony has continued with the deconstruction and reconstruction of the shrine every 20 years. The present constructions of buildings are said to be based off the replica of Empress Jito's 1692 structure as opposed to Emperor Temu's. The inner shrine was completed in 4 BCE. However, this is only an estimate, with some records showing it being sometime later in 3rd century CE. This was dedicated to the sun goddess Amaterasu Omikami, who is considered to be the earliest progenitor of the Japanese imperial family. During the reign of Emperor Suinin, he ordered his princess to search for the most noble site to forever preserve and worship Amaterasu. The final consensus was reached, and a revelation was made that Amaterasu is to be enshrined permanently in Ise. However, the outer shrine was founded much later, in the 5th century, and was dedicated to Toyuki, the kami of food, clothing, and housing. The Ise Grand Shrine demonstrates how this cultural artifact helps adherents in the search to understanding ultimate questions on purpose and origins. Shintoism is defined as meaning the way of gods, and is the oldest religion in Japan. The religion is a stark contrast to other world religions, as the faith has no prophet nor major text or scripts, which outlines its principal beliefs, such as in the case of Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. Its beliefs are based on unifying the natural world with the supernatural transcendent world, and stems from creationism. Kami, Izanagi, and Izanami are believed to have created the earth. They are said to have stood looking over the earth on a bridge situated above the seas. When Izanagi became tired of looking at the water, he threw a spear into the sea, with the tip of the spear falling into mud. This formed and created an island called Onogoro Jima, considered to have given birth to all other deities and Japanese people. Other countries formed later through natural causes, which is a reason why Japan is thought to be the divine country by Shinto adherents, due to it being made first-hand from the kami. This demonstrates how Shintoism attempts to answer the question on origins and purpose for religious adherents. The Torii Gateway is a crucial symbol for not only Shintoism, but Japan as a whole. It signals the transition from the profane to the sacred, and is conventionally located at the entrance to Shinto shrines. However, it is not rare to find them at Buddhist temple entrances too. There are other symbols present within the Ise shrine too. The aforementioned cryptomeria is a tree associated with Shinto shrines. Nevertheless, the primary sacred plant of Shintoism is the sakaki. Another symbol important to adherents is present in the formation of a single post in the center of a sacred area, scattered with pebbles around the Ise Grand Shrine. This is to represent the form taken by Japanese places of worship in ancient times. As a result, this pole represents the survival of a very primitive symbol to the present day. Perhaps the most prominent symbol present at the Ise Grand Shrine is the sacred mirror. The sacred mirror, housed in the Ise Shrine, is one of 3 sacred treasures of Japan, and is representative of a mirror's properties to reflect everything properly, meaning a symbol for honesty. Evidently, this is how the symbols of Shintoism tries to answer ultimate questions concerning origins and purpose for religious adherents. Most symbols present in the Ise Shrine reflect Shintoism's response to questions on origins and purpose. For example, the most evident being the sacred mirror, which gives meaning to questions of both origin and purpose for adherents, due to its historical significance in the faith. According to fable, the 3 sacred treasures were transported to earth by Ningi no Mikoto, after his grandmother Amaterasu directed him in order to appease Japan. These assets were ultimately said to have been sent down to Emperor Jimmu, which seals its place as treasures and symbols utilized in response to ultimate questions. This demonstrates how symbols present within the Ise Shrine reflect Shintoism's response to ultimate questions concerning origins and purpose. With all of this being said, throughout the test of time, the Ise Grand Shrine has remained to stay relevant in modern-day Japan. Its contemporary use as a place of worship has allowed it to prosper due to it being a place where Shinto adherents can have their ultimate answers questioned. The Ise Shrine is the most sacred place in the Shinto religion and is the spiritual home of most Japanese people. Its tradition has been dubbed the Shinto equivalent of Mecca due to it being a place where all Japanese feel they should go. These days, about 6 million people visit the Ise Shrine every year. The exact statistics surrounding years when the shrine is being constructed with large ceremonies and celebrations is not exact. However, it is without a doubt that the Ise Grand Shrine remains to play an important role for Shinto adherents. To conclude, the Ise Grand Shrine is one of the most identifiable architectural aspects of modern-day Japan and Shinto adherents alike. It reflects the Shinto response to the ultimate questions of origins and purpose, particularly through its symbols held within and surrounding the site. The effectiveness of the shrine is evident, with it being used by the public to evaluate the beliefs of Shintoism when posed with ultimate questions, in particular those relating to origins and purpose.